you might have a show where people don't have individual mics. You might have a group of like 12 singers. You can't give them all mics, so you use the overhead mics. They're controlled by overhead 1 and 2. What is the insert? Okay. Suppose that you have something like a equalizer, to cut out certain frequencies, bring up others. Okay, you can plug in an equalizer to that jack. It actually has a tip, ring, and sleeve. It has 3 pieces to it, and then the signal goes out and comes back in again. So you can adjust one signal. And finally, at the very bottom here, we have one that says balanced or unbalanced. So now, if you speak into that, it should work.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's working. What I tell people to do is make it sound pleasant to you. Yeah, because you're not going to be able to please everybody in the audience. So you make it sound good for you.
I usually load up on the bass. I can go to reverse it.
Yeah, 333 seems to be a good price.
Okay.
But if it for some reason isn't, you can go up to 4 on the volume and not try and run this all the way to max, because you shouldn't have to.
Do you have a master switch that it will mute the whole thing?
Just the volume.
Just the volume. In fact, some of them actually have effects built in, like reverb.
Yeah, the sound effects, yeah. We had.
The main thing is that for most shows, all we tend to do is the left, right, and the main. The thing does have some very nice features that we're not going to get into, but it does have another pair of amplifiers in here, and a pair that goes to, there's some more jacks in there for output for speakers. So you can have monitor speakers. Now, why would you like monitor speakers? Well, oftentimes the people singing want to hear themselves.
Yeah, that's what we had at the church.
Right, and they want to hear themselves with a different mix of themselves and the background music than what the audience gets. So you would then go out on the, you tend to use aux 1 and 2, and that's what this is, aux 1 and 2.
Okay.
So aux 1 is like the right monitor, and aux 2 is the left monitor.
Okay.
And you would adjust it through these.
So if they're on mic 4 and
Right.
they wanted more in theirs,
I'd
go up here and adjust it.
Adjust it here, and then let's say 4 was their microphone, and let's say the main sound was coming in over here. You would adjust their sound, adjust the mixture, and put it on 1, 2, and there's a big amplifier right here. Yeah, let's all get together and do it together and get it set up the first time, because in most cases, most of the shows you're going to be doing is you're just going to use the main, and you're just going to adjust the volume out there, and that's all you're going to do with it. We try to keep this as absolute simple as possible.
Good, that's what I want.
And that's about all there is to it. Sound is incredibly simple.
Okay. Now, before I do a show, somebody would be there with me to help, because I wouldn't want to do this on my own.
Well, I'll give you my phone number. You can have Mike's phone number just in case.
No. You obviously, yes. But, yeah, you'll do a couple shows with other people.
Right. Okay.
And then after that, you'll feel confident, and you can do them.
Okay.
You probably won't do a show until you tell somebody, okay, let me do it and set aside, buddy.
Right.
Okay.
Each light board, even though they're getting to be more and more the same, they still operate a little bit different in every room. And so you've got to get your cheat sheet out and figure out what this light board does in this room. Okay. Now this one is set up, if we have intensity A set, okay, notice here, just bring those controls up and down, the green ones, the sliders. Okay, now bring up the far one. There it is.
Okay.
And you may want, when you first come in here, just to do that, just so you know where the spots are.
Okay.
Because you're going to bleed them depending on where the action is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, once you have some lighting, a pattern up that you like, okay, there's also a master, just like there's a master volume control.
Okay.
Try this one now. See what happens.
It does all of them.
Does all of them together.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Now notice that there's something blinking on this
board.
On the board. Okay. Press that and watch what happens.
Oh,
That's master blackout.
okay.
Okay, one of the problems you get into is master blackout is set. You can't turn on any of the lights. Now,
Okay.
Now to turn down all those, turn down all the, no, all the green ones over there, the 1 through 16. Okay, now notice you have intensity A set, right? The green, big green one. In the middle.
Bright green one.
Oh. yeah.
Okay, press intensity B. Now play with this. Now play with it, and notice what comes up. It's the
Oh,
house lights.
The house lights.
Yes. So you can control the house lights from here. You got to
Got
go
a
all the
base
way
light
up.
for the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to go all the way up and all the way back down. So if you take another one like 16,
Okay.
or there, if you go all the way down and all the way back up, you get control of
You
it
have to do that
Okay.
for each one?
for each
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
That's just the way it works.